Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 26 of Yuddha Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Shuka, Sarana, the emissaries of Ravana, who went into the army of Vanara and were captured by Vibhishana while they were doing the spying activity, and they were presented to Rama. However, Rama showed mercy on them and told them to have a good look at their army and accomplish their mission that was given to them by Ravana, and then, if anything is lacking, he told Vibhishana to explain it to them. And then he gave a stern message to Ravana through them that he will going to meet his end tomorrow when Rama start attacking with his ships on Lanka. Hearing the sincere and courageous utterance of Sarana, because of post that Shuka and Sarana returned to Lanka and spoke to Ravana, saying that the army is really huge and it is difficult to dispute with them. It is better to make the peace. Hearing the sincere and courageous utterance of Sarana, the king Ravana answered, even did the gods, Gandharvas, Danavas unitedly seek to attack me and were all beings to tremble, I would not restore Sita. O friend, having been roughly handled by the monkeys, you do fear them, and for this deem it opportune for me to give up Sita. What adversary is able to overcome me in war? Having uttered this arrogant speech, Ravana, the lord of the Titans, in order to survey the horizon, proudly went up his palace and that was as white as snow and as high as innumerable palm trees. Accompanied by his ministers, Ravana, who was transported with anger, swept the mountains, forests, and ocean with his glance, and he beheld the entire region covered by Plavangamas. Seeing that illimitable and invincible army of monkeys, Ravana inquired Sarana, saying, what are the who are the leaders of these monkeys? Who are their warriors? Who their princes? Who are those marching at their head in order to demonstrate their valor? Who are Sugriva's counselors and his generals? Tell me all, O Sarana, what is the strength of these monkeys? Sarana, thus interrogated by that sovereign of the Titans, being well informed, pointed out the leaders of those dwellers in the woods to him. He said that monkeys who stand before Lanka roaring amid 100,000 leaders who escort him, those powerful whose powerful voice shatters the whole city with its walls, gates, and arches, its rocks, forests, and jungles, and who is in command of the army of the magnanimous Sugriva, lord of all the deer and trees, is the valiant general Nila, he who holds his arms high and who tramples the earth under his feet as he marches, that hero whose face is turned towards Lanka, and who in fury yawns convulsively, who resembles the peak of a mountain in stature and the filament of a lotus in hue, who in an excess of anger continuously lashes out with his tails, the swish of which is heard in the 10 regions. That warrior whom Sugriva, the king of the monkeys, installed as heir apparent, is named Angada, and he is challenging you in combat. That warrior, the equal of his father Wali, is beloved of Sugriva and is devoted to Raghava's interests as Varuna is to Shukra's. That Janaka's daughter has been seen by Hanuman, who is as swift as the wind and the servant of Raghava, is all due to the advice of Angada. Having formed innumerable battalions with the foremost of monkeys, that warrior is marching against you the head of his army in order to destroy you. Close to Wali's son and himself, surrounded by a considerable number of troops, the valiant Nala, the builder of the bridge, stands ready on the battlefield. Those soldiers clad in saffron color, who are stretching their limbs, roaring and gnashing their teeth, are following the one who boasts that he will overthrow Lanka with his forces. It is Shveta of silver hue, who is exceedingly agile and brave. That intelligent monkey, a warrior renowned in the three worlds, has come to take his order from Sugriva and will leave at once to place the army of monkeys in strategic positions and inspire enthusiasm among his divisions. That one who formerly ranged the mountain Ramya, but that is also called Samarochana, on the borders of the Gomati river, and which is covered with trees of varying fragrance, ruled over a kingdom there, is the general Kumuda, and that other who joyfully draws in his train hundreds and thousands of warriors with long hair and immense tails hanging down, who are coppery colored, yellow, black, white, and matted, ideas to look upon. Is the intrepid monkey Kanda. He yearns to fight and boasts, and he will destroy Lanka with his forces. The third, who resembles a tawny lion with a great mane, and whose gaze is fixed attentively on the city, as if he wished to consume it with his glances, who dwells mostly on the mountains Krishna and Sakya of the Vindya range of pleasing aspect, is the general Rambha, O king. 300 crores of the most valiant monkeys, who are formidable, impetuous, burning with ardor, surround him and follow in his steps for the purpose of causing the destruction of Lanka by their blows. The one who is shaking his ears and yawning continuously, who, when facing death, remains immovable, and who never retreats in the face of a hostile army, but eyeing them askance foams with rage. He who lashes out with his tail and gnashes his teeth, that hero of immense energy, wholly devoid of fear, O king, has his abode on the ravishing mountain of Salvayas, and the name of that leader is Sharabha. To him belong 40,100,000 monkeys called Viharas. The one who is like unto the great cloud enveloping space, and who, surrounded by monkey warriors, resemble Vasava amid the gods, whose voice, like the roll of a drum, can be heard from the mid of the monkeys, who is eager to fight, dwell in Pariyatra, a mountain which is exceeded by none in height. That general, ever invincible in combat, is called Panasa. That commander with 50 lakhs of lieutenants, each of whom leads his own battalion, who shines resplendent amid the host of monkeys of terrifying bounds, who are encamped on the seashore like unto a second ocean. He who resembles Dardura is called General Vinata. In his wanderings, he drinks the waters of the Vena, that most excellent of rivers. His army is composed of 60,000 Plavangamas, and that monkey called Krathana challenges you in combat, challenges you to combat. His lieutenants are full of daring and vigor, and each commands a battalion. Monkey whose body is well nourished and who is of color of red ochre, who in the pride of his strength ever holds the other monkeys in contempt, is the illustrious Gavaya. He is advancing towards you full of fury, and 70,000 warriors accompany him. He also boasts that he will lay Lanka to waste with his troops. Those invincible heroes may not be numbered, and the flower of their captains are each at the head of his own particular force. Thus come to the end, chapter 26 of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana, where Sarana went on explaining about the greatness of the leaders of the Vanara army. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puramasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.